Thanks to a UK blogger I have never met, today's episode is going to be slightly less shit than it otherwise would have been.
The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Hey, welcome to Veda with me, CK Golding. I am 26 days into a month-long challenge that has required me to write, produce, release and distribute a different show every day of the month. We're in the home straight. So for me, as I approach the final home straight of this challenge, we've shared many times the highs, the lows, the dips, the peaks I've experienced throughout this personal, professional journey, and I just wanted to share with you some of the thoughts and the inner dialogues that I've been having in the hope that, I don't know, I just want this 30-day project to be a holistic thing. I want it to feel like it was more than just laughs and giggles. I want it to be like 95% laughs and giggles, but I also want it to be 5% a little bit more than that. I reckon to achieve that today, I want to talk to you about some of the ridiculous self-talk I had in my head as I approached this challenge. And remember, I've mentioned before, I was millimeters from not doing this because, you know, I've mentioned before why I wasn't going to do this, but I want to share with you one reason that retrospectively speaks to the core of what an idiot I and other creators can be. Get this. One of the main reasons I was hesitant about doing this challenge, I thought, well, hang on a minute. If I have to produce 30 videos, there's a high probability that 25 of them will be shit. 2 of them will be okay, and if I'm fortunate, 3 will be funny-ish. So do I really want like 25 average videos on my YouTube channel? Like new people are going to come and discover me through other stuff I do, whether it's the stuff that makes it into the press or whether it's something I put somewhere else and they find my YouTube. Like, they'll have to wade through 30 shitty videos to find anything reasonable. And pre-Veda, there was a few decent bits of content I was proud about, and I was thinking, you don't want to lose that under shit, mate, do you? Now, as it turns out, I believe that the 25 or 26, including this one, videos that I've put on through Veda, if anybody clicked on any one of those videos, I would be completely happy with that. And that's one of the things I've been having go through my head. I just want to take you behind the scenes of my creative process. One of the main things that's worried me throughout this is, if somebody clicks on one of these videos, will they want to click on another one, and another one, and another one? I just wanted this series to be as more-ish as possible. Like, otherwise, what's the point? I can't believe I'm sitting here today on day 26 saying to myself, any one of the videos that are on my YouTube channel, I would be happy for someone to click on them. Because I don't really think any of them would drive them away. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be winning an Emmy anytime soon, or a BAFTA. I mean, I'd be fortunate to win a Snickers. But my point is, ahead of this, I was thinking, no, mate, you're not going to get like 30 reasonable videos on there. Yet here I am. And that's just the self-talk that I think us creatives have. And I've been alluding to creative self-talk and creative doubt and all the bullshit we tell ourselves a lot. And I just wanted to share with you that I'm no different. I'm on this creator's journey like everybody else, like you are. And I just really wanted to talk about this today because, you know, I've mentioned time and time and time again, what I do is funny reasonably well, but you know, I want to share the other stuff behind the funny. And I don't know, I think, okay, one of the other participants in this video every day in April challenge, I'm not going to mention his name because I think he wants to keep this secret, but he reached out to me and a couple of the other creators and said, on day 30 I want to release a video with all of us sharing our advice for people that want to create but are feeling hesitant, certainly within the video space, the YouTube space. He kindly reached out to me and said, CK, would you create a little video on sharing your learnings and what you've learned through this challenge? And I don't want to play the whole video now because that's for him or her to release in their own good time, but I'm sure him or her will be happy with me just playing this little snippet, which is so critical to how I feel about this challenge and creativity as a rule. And I didn't script anything I did for him. I just press record and just said what I felt, and that's often the most authentic shit. So this is a little clip of something that I want to talk to you about. And some of the most powerful interactions have come from stuff I didn't even think was particularly interesting or powerful or engaging, but someone did. The magic of not knowing is why you should be happy that you don't know. You don't know how you feel about this. You don't know how you feel about your first video. Good. Put it out there. Go and grab part of that 30 million strong audience. You deserve it. You don't have to know. You don't have to know. I've not known what I was going to talk about for about 70% of these videos. I didn't know what I was going to talk about on the day. In fact, it's probably closer to 85%. I didn't know. And today is no different. I was scratching around on my MacBook today at about, it's now 5 o'clock. I was scratching around up until about 2 hours ago what the hell I'm going to talk about. And then I was on Twitter, and there's a lifestyle blogger called Hemsley. Ali recently attended a event that I was at, and I just discovered her through Twitter today. She's created a hashtag called My Highlight Reel. I think that's what it's called. No, it's called Team Highlights Reel. Team Highlight Reel, and I just love the essence of it. And she's basically saying, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, online generally, you only ever see a snapshot of the reality. Okay, and this whole Veda challenge has been no different, and a lot of people have mentioned me as a presenter, as a creator, and how fluent and fluid I am. However, you haven't ever seen the shit behind the polish, and I want to share that with you now because I just think it's necessary. But before I do, I want to share a tweet with you, which over the last 26 days is certainly in the top 3 most generous things anybody said about the content I've produced over the last 26 days. And when I read it, I was like, wow, they've literally crawled into my soul and picked out the thing that I'm most proud of as a human, as a creator. And I'm going to read that tweet for you now. The tweet came from Bree in Colorado. I have to say, CK Golding is a thought leader in the YouTube area, despite the fact he only has 153 subscribers. Fucking hell. God help anybody who read that and thought, whoa, yeah, is this Casey Neistat number 2 I'm going to discover here? I'm ready for this guy. Come on, CK, hit me. What? Who the fuck's this guy? He's got less subscribers than my socks. He is professional in the content creation world, but stays true to himself. I'm guessing she means all the cussing and swearing. Sorry about that, actually, no, I'm not. His style of presentation is a game changer, as are his video ideas and community engagement. Wow. You know, that was just a glorious thing to read, and I just thank everybody that's been so generous with their comments of a similar ilk to that, and thank you, Brie. I'm grateful, but I do want to share with you what it's really like. I don't know if anybody noticed yesterday's episode was different to the others. If anybody noticed this, I will be incredibly surprised. But yesterday's episode was different to all the others because after the opening titles, there wasn't the usual intro that I do, where I'm just outlining what this whole challenge is about. Did anybody notice that? No, mate, we don't give a fuck. We just want to watch your videos. Yeah, I agree. The reason there wasn't the usual intro is because yesterday's episode was really difficult for me to produce because I was just really low on energy. I wasn't really feeling the usual mojo that, you know, that I just get in there. And I was in the edit watching my intro and I thought, who the fuck is this boring shitface? Let me play to you the intro that didn't make the final cut yesterday because it was shit. Welcome to Veda, video every day in April with me, CK, tasked with writing, producing, releasing and distributing a different show every day this month. 26 days down, 4 days to go. Is that right? Is today the 26th? Today can't be the 26th. I looked at that in the editing suite and I thought, would I watch this guy? And my answer was, I wouldn't help him if he was on fire. So boring. So boring. It's like, where's my energy? So flat. So crap. I couldn't be bothered to re-record it, so I just didn't put the intro in. And that speaks to the whole episode yesterday. It was really difficult. And to prove it, and in honour of Ali Hemsley, UK blogger, find her online, in honour of her new hashtag, Team Highlight Reel, which in essence, let me tell you a little bit about Team Highlight Reel, actually. Sorry, I forgot to tell you what Team Highlight Reel is actually about. It's so important to remember that Instagram is a highlight reel. A photograph captures one moment, and there are many, many more moments you don't see. You see the pretty pictures. I see the hours of pain and fatigue that day's shooting leaves me with. You see me go to the gym. I see that I can't do anything else that day because I'm too tired. You see me happy and healthy. I see me chronically ill and suffering from depression and anxiety. Next time you're comparing yourself to the perfect life you see on social media, remember that everyone has things going on behind closed doors that you don't see. Now, in fairness to Ali, she's referring mainly to mental health, I guess, rather than a presenter that can't fucking speak. But, you know, my self-esteem is wrapped up in my competence as a presenter, so I guess the two things are comparable. So I wish to share with you the outtakes that you never saw from yesterday's episode. This isn't, by the way, necessarily an isolated set of bloopers, because every single episode I've ever done is full of them, but yesterday's was particularly bad, and I wish you to spend a little extra time with the very, very final scene. You can see how deflated I am. I'm just like, fuck, I've had enough. Like, that was me, I'd had enough, but you know, still had to go forth. I don't know what the purpose of this video has been, if I'm brutally honest with you, but I just wanted to share it with you. Here are the bloopers. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because the question of the day is this. Is this too fucking green or what? Welcome to Veda. 4 days to go. Is that right? If you lost something, 100... If you lost something, I asked you guys if you'd like me to arrange coffee with Tom to find out a little bit more about him, how his mind works, why he decided honesty was always the best policy. So I asked on social media yesterday evening the exact same question that Tom T-Bird just posted. That Tom T-Bird just posed. If Chris, he says, does any of you'd be getting watch yesterday's episode to catch up. God, this is just fucking awful.